Hello everyone, welcome back to Left Hand Crochet by Be-Stitched Yarn Creations. Today's tutorial is going to be a single crochet moss stitch. This is very nice, easy, quick stitch. It works really well for things like purses or even washcloths, dishcloths. It's very tight knit. So we're going to come in here today with our yarn I got from the Dollar Tree, Premier Just yarn, and it's the color cream. Here you can see it calls for a 5.5 millimeter or the eye hook, which I have right here. And so with this stitch, you're going to be working in multiples of 2. So for this tutorial swatch, we'll do 14. So we start with our slip knot, and we're going to begin our chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So here is our starting chain of 14. For each row, you're going to chain 1 for turning. And then as you come up, we will chain 1 more. So we are going to work in the 4th chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come in here and do our single crochet, chain 1, skip this next chain, into this second chain we'll do a single crochet. So you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, you've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through both, and then we'll chain 1, skip the next stitch, work single crochet into the next one, chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet into the next one. And that really is the entire pattern here. It's just chaining 1, skipping a stitch, doing a single crochet into the next stitch. So again, that's chain 1. Here we have our last 2 stitches of the row. So we skip this first one, and we're going to do a single crochet into this second one. So we're going to chain 1 for turning. And as you can see here, our last row ended on a single crochet, and then we have the one we skipped. So what we'll do is chain an additional 1. We're going to come here into our previous chain 1 space and do our single crochet there. Chain 1, skip this single crochet from the previous row and come here into this next chain 1 space. Chain 1, skipping this one, going into this next chain 1 space, and you work that all the way down. And then we're going to chain 1, and as you can see here, we have the 2 crochets here, 2 stitches from below. So we're going to skip this first one and come into the top, coming to the top of this one here on the end with a single crochet so that it ends like that. And that's how that's coming along so far. And then we'll chain 1 for turning. Again, we ended on a single crochet here into that stitch, so we're going to chain 1 more, and then this chain 1 space from the previous row is where we'll be working our next single crochet, chain 1, skip over to that next chain 1 space, chain 1, and you're going to be working into these holes. So we're not going to be working into the top of our previous stitches, we're working into these holes. So it's a single crochet, chain 1, come into this next hole, single crochet, chain 1, all the way down here. And essentially what you're going to do with each one to help keep it even, this chain 2 space here, or chain 1 space that we made earlier, we're going to go into it. And so you can see on this row when we started, we did our chain 1 and did another chain so that we could work into the second stitch here. So you end with your single crochet in that hole. Chain 1 to turn. So every time that you start your next row, you should have your last single crochet that you ended with. So you're always going to end your row with a single crochet, and when you turn it, you're going to start your next row with your chain 1 for turning, your additional chain 1, and you're going to skip this first chain and go straight into that hole with a single crochet, chain 1, come in with a single crochet. And you can always pull if you need to see, so you can see here where that chain, that single crochet is right here. And so you're only doing your single crochets into the holes from your previous row. And it just repeats itself all the way down. And then here we're at the end, so we see where we have our last single crochet, our chain 1, and then our turning from the previous row. So you chain 1 and then single crochet into that last one, and that evens it out. And we'll do one more row here. So it's chain 1 with turning, chain 1 more, and that's the single crochet that we ended on. So now we're going to work into this space right here, and chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and it's a very nice repeat of just doing the same thing, and it's easier to keep up with. And as we get to the end here, again, you're always going to end on a single crochet. So here's our last single crochet from the last row, and then that was our chain. So we're going to end with a single crochet, and you will always start your next row with your chain 1 for turning, your additional chain 1, come into this first space here, single chain, single chain, and you just work that all the way down. This also helps to make a really nice tight knit baby blanket or afghan. You can use any stitch really for any project. Those are just ones I recommend. And so again, ending this row, we have our last single crochet, our chain one, and then where we had turned earlier. And so we will end on our single crochet. And this is how that turns out. And that was the single crochet moss stitch. Subscribe for more tutorials. I am here every Friday. And as always, thanks for tuning in.